Hey guys, Duck here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Sorry for my ugly face. I know I'm very ugly. No, I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Anyway, I just got a little rant to go on about something that's really obnoxious, and people think that they're so cool just because they do this one thing. So how the reason I'm doing this video is because I was on Gary's mod just a few days ago on this server I like to play, and and uh, I I set my Steam pick to a DRI album. That's what I set my picture to. I set it to like the Thrash Zone DRI album, and for those of you who don't know what DRI is, it's a punk rock slash thrash metal slash skate sort of metal band. I don't know. Hey, just Google it. Listen to one of their songs. They're good. Anyway, so I set my picture to one of their albums, and I go on the Gary's Mod server. I'm like, hey, anybody know what band this is? And people are like, no. And I ask them, anybody listen to heavy metal? And they're like, oh yeah, man, Metallica. That's my favorite band. I'm like, has anyone ever heard of any bands besides Metallica? Please. Everybody thinks they're so cool. They're like, oh yeah, man, Metallica. I love that band. This band right here. You see this band? You see this band on my shirt? You ever heard of Misfits? I guarantee you haven't. I guarantee you haven't. Now, I mean, I know, like, heavy metal, no one listens to it anymore. It's a dead genre. Not to me. I freaking love the genre. But everybody's like, oh yeah, man, Metallica. My favorite 80s heavy metal band. First off, you didn't even heard of them in the 80s because they didn't hit mainstream until the 90s, so yeah, guarantee you weren't listening to them in the 80s. Anyway, it's just so stupid that everybody's like, oh yeah, man, I listen to heavy metal because I listen to Metallica. There's a lot more bands than Metallica. For instance, this band right here, Misfits. Yep. You got Misfits, you got Testament, you got Megadeth, you got Suicidal Tendencies, Anthrax. You got a bunch of bands. I mean, it's not just Metallica. Seriously, it's so freaking stupid. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm so cool because I listen to Metallica. Anybody ever gone like way back to old school heavy metal? Am I the only one who's there? I think I am. Yeah, you got Megadeth, Anthrax, Suicidal Tendencies, DRI, Testament. I can name a bunch of different bands. Slayer. I mean, seriously, and everybody thinks they're so cool because they listen to Metallica or whatever that other band was, Avenged Sevenfold or Sevenfold, I don't know what they're called, which they completely ripped off Overkill. If you go look up Overkill's logo, Overkill was back in the 80s. That was an old 80s thrash metal band, and if you go look up Avenged Sevenfold, they have the same logo as Overkill, and it's so stupid because they just completely took their out because they completely like took their logo and like everybody hates them for it. Now I'm not gonna like Avenged Sevenfold. I've heard some of their stuff. I mean, I think they're okay. You know, like they're not bad, but they're not good. I've heard better, seen better. Yeah, you know. But I mean, but they get a lot of hate because they ripped off Overkill and. That is one of the reasons why they're only okay to me. They'd make it, bigger on my list, but they ripped off a band that I like, Overkill. Go listen to them. My favorite song is Years of Decay. And yeah, but it's just so stupid because everybody's like, oh yeah, there's like two metal bands, and they claim that they're like people who listen to heavy metal. Like, please. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Metallica's also good. Metallica's one of my favorite bands, yes, but it's stupid how everybody claims that like just that one band makes them a fan of heavy metal. Like, no, there's a lot more to there's a lot more to heavy metal that they gotta go and listen to. Like, they want to be called a fan of heavy metal. You can't just like one or two bands that are heavy metal and be called a fan of heavy metal. That's stupid. It really is. Just because they're really popular, two popular metal bands, and you're like, oh yeah, man, I'm a huge fan of metal because I've heard these two bands. I've never heard of anybody else. I swear, like I'll be asking people like, you know, like, what's their favorite metal band? They'll be like, oh yeah, I mean Metallica. I'm like, you ever heard of Anthrax? You're like, Anthrax? Isn't that a disease? Or, you know, like, or do you like Slayer? Like Team Slayer from Halo. I'm like, no. No, those are two great bands. If you want to be known to be a metalhead, you gotta go listen to more than just freaking Metallica and freaking Avenged Sevenfold. You gotta listen to more people than just that. Yeah, I think it's really annoying how people just do that. They're so like, oh yeah, just these two bands, and I'm cool. No, no, please go listen to more. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of that. I'm done talking. That's all I got to stress out. But thank you for watching. Like, favorite, sub the video, share it. Definitely share it. Heavy metal will live on.